Let me say this slowly. If you feel tired all the time, if you feel like life is moving, but you are not, if you feel like you're busy, but nothing meaningful is changing, you're not broken. You're inside a system that profits from keeping you asleep. Most people call it life. Some call it society. But a better word is the matrix, not a movie, a mindset. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. The matrix is not one thing. It's a network of habits, beliefs, fears, and distractions designed to keep you predictable. It tells you, wake up tired, rush through the day, chase approval, scroll endlessly, consume more than you create, work for survival, not freedom, repeat until you die. The matrix doesn't need chains. It uses comfort. Comfort is the strongest prison ever invented because people will defend it. The first lie. The matrix tells you this is just how life is. That's the biggest lie. Life is not meant to be constant stress, constant comparison, constant noise, constant exhaustion, but the system needs you tired because tired people don't question. Part 2. How the Matrix controls you. Let's break it down. 1. Attention theft. Your attention is currency. Every app, notification, trend, and outrage is competing for one thing: your focus. Why? Because a focused human is dangerous. A focused human thinks clearly, learns fast, builds skills, sees manipulation. So the matrix fragments your mind. 15 seconds here, 30 seconds there. Nothing deep, nothing sustained. You feel busy, but empty. 2. Emotional manipulation. The matrix feeds on emotion. Fear sells, anger spreads, validation hooks. You are trained to react instead of reflect, feel instead of think, argue instead of build. That's why outrage is rewarded and silence is punished. Calm people are uncontrollable. 3. Identity traps. The matrix doesn't just control your time, it controls who you think you are. It labels you lazy, average, broken, just not talented. So you stop trying. You start living inside a small version of yourself. That's the real cage. Part 3. Why most people never escape. Here's the hard truth. Most people sense the matrix, but they don't leave. Why? Because escaping means responsibility. If the system isn't the problem, then you must change, and that scares people more than suffering. Comfort is addictive misery. You understand feels safer than uncertainty. You don't, so people stay in bad habits, in bad environments, in bad mindsets, not because they can't leave, because leaving means becoming someone new. The social cost. When you wake up, you'll notice something painful. People around you may mock you, doubt you, minimize you, try to pull you back, not because they hate you, but because your growth threatens their excuses. Part 4. The moment you start escaping the matrix doesn't start with money, it starts with awareness. One quiet thought, something is wrong, and it's not me. That thought is dangerous because it leads to questions, and questions lead to freedom. Stage 1. Silence. You begin to crave silence, less noise, less scrolling, less opinions, because silence reveals truth. At first, it's uncomfortable. Your mind will fight back. That's withdrawal. Stage 2. Discipline. Discipline is the language of freedom, not motivation, not inspiration. Discipline, doing what needs to be done even when no one is watching. This is where most people quit, because discipline removes excuses. Stage 3. Self-respect. Here's something no one tells you. Self-respect comes after action, not before. You don't feel confident, then act. You act, then confidence follows. Every small promise you keep to yourself weakens the matrix. Part 5. How to escape. Practically, Let's make this real, not theory. Action. 1. Control your mornings. The first hour of your day decides everything. No phone, no chaos, no reaction. You choose. One goal, one task, one direction. The matrix hates routine, you design yourself. 2. Reduce input, increase output, consume less, create more. Read, write, train, build. Creation rewires your brain from consumer to architect. That's freedom. 3. Learn deeply, not widely. The matrix wants you distracted and shallow. Choose one skill, go deep, become dangerous. Depth creates leverage. 4. Train your body. A weak body is easy to control. A disciplined body trains a disciplined mind. You don't need perfection, you need consistency. 5. Detach from validation. Likes are currency for the insecure. The moment you stop chasing approval, you become unpredictable. Unpredictable people are free. Part 6. What life looks like. Outside the matrix. Life doesn't become easy, it becomes real. You feel clear, grounded, focused, in control. You stop comparing, you stop rushing, you start moving with intention. Loneliness will appear. This is normal. Awakened paths are quieter, but that silence is where power grows. Peace replaces noise. You don't need to prove anything. You're building something internal, and that's unbreakable. Part 7. A final warning. Escaping the matrix is not a one-time decision. It's a daily choice. The system will try to pull you back. Through comfort, through fear, through distraction. Every day you must choose. Do I live consciously or conveniently? Final words. You were not born to scroll your life away. You were not born to feel small. You were not born to be average. The matrix wants obedience, but you were built for awareness, and once you see the cage, the door is already open. The only question left is, will you walk out or sit back down?